Alrighty, so welcome back to my Outerloper run. Did a few things off camera and slept through the night a little bit more. Well, actually slept through the night, and then actually read two fire starting books, because I read one and then I realized the other one was almost done as well. So I managed to get quite high up there. We are just overweight. I think we're going to try and make a move for it. I'm just going to see what we've got here. Probably won't bring quite that many pieces of coal. So those are the two books we read. And how are we off for food? So we're okay for food at the moment as well. We're pretty low on water though, so that's going to be a really big priority for the next thing we do. Now, can I fit that in and not be overweight? I'll be slightly overweight. I guess we just eat a couple of these. Alright, so seems like a beautiful day so far. Really, the main thing is to just get to the ravine. Get out of here. We're basically starting to make our way through the coastal highway. Got to stop at the ravine and just check some of the other skins we want to bring from there. Think about our crafting options. Sort of hoping the well-fed buff is going to kick in along the way. So I need to keep an eye on how well we are going with the food and not let that slip too low. Okay. This might be the day we quickly look down at this rail car. We tried it a few other times and there was still some wolves hanging around. Don't see anyone. Alright, so nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Crow feathers is all we got. Alright, well, I guess that is what it is. I mean, we could probably stop and have got the meat off the deer, but I really do want to try and move quickly and not get caught up in any place for too long. And that wind, even though it's not in my face, feels like it's slowing me down. Maybe because we were going down that hill at an Olympic pace. Just going to do little paranoid checks. Pots. Pot can, sleeping bag. Don't feel like there's quite enough daylight to get through the ravine and into somewhere useful in Coastal Highway. I feel like we're going to have to stop in one of the caves in the ravine for tonight and try and take off when the weather's good in the morning. Weather's just starting to turn south on us now a little bit. It's going to put us overweight, but a little bit of a stick collection for some extra ravine fuel. Ah, there's a moose. It's going to put a bit of a dampener in. I guess we go this way. I don't really feel like going sneaky around too close to him. Which is a shame, because I think there might have been a few cattails we hadn't made as much use of. As nice as it would be to the wolves. As nice as it would be to stay here and maybe hunt that guy and get his hide. It's a bit of slowness I'm not really wanting at this point. If this was a regular Outerloper run and I could just stay in any of these things, I probably would think about hunting him. Hey, our wolf friend is here too. Actually, a little bit warm. Grab that off with the hacksaw.
Man, I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Okay. So now to think about how we can be sneaky and have this wolf not be a problem. Because we got some stink on us now, because we got our meat for dinner for tonight. He'll probably detect us up here, so there we go, he detects us. Danger of losing an arrow doing this though. As I said, I want that arrow back. There we go. So now, instead of chasing... now it's got to find the arrows in... there's one. Come on. Is there another... oh, the whole point of doing this was to get my arrow back. Where is my arrow? Come on. Is it hiding under you? Ah, it fell out over here. Oh yeah, there you go. Got both our arrows back. Again, would be good to skin that guy, but I don't think that's our priority at the moment. Come on. Oh, come on. Can't remember if we grabbed all the cattails previously. I feel like we would have, but... Again, if we weren't in a bit of a hurry to move on and try and see a little bit more of the world, staying here,
Getting cold.
it's pretty doable for a while, especially now we've got our bow. Like, the hunting here is good for a week or so. A couple of deer, some rabbits. Alright.
Oh, I could eat anything right now.
So what is the shape of this stuff? Ruined, ruined, ruined. We left it go a little bit too long. How much did I pull off? 0.9. Alright. So all of the things we have here. Almost back to weight. Right. Whether or not we drop that for the moment. I'm not sure if we're gonna stay right in this cave at the moment. We might just warm up enough to go to the second cave, but you know, we do have a bunch of resources here, so you know, this is probably more fuel in this cave than the other one. I think we are going to have to go heavy, but let's eat a couple of these for the moment. We do need to do a fire at some point soon. We need to make water. There's a whole bunch of things we're going to have to do. Cook up our food. I'm wondering if we just get warm first and maybe see about getting some extra food, maybe a rabbit or something. So we'll just drop that in the meantime, just to cure a little bit more. Don't think we need to bring any of those. We should think about bringing whetstones along. There's a lot of stuff to get, at least get into that tunnel to Pleasant Valley. A lot of cured gut, which is great, but again, it's just going to make us heavy. So, thinking about it. Just stuck out here for a short moment. Just going to be looking for a couple of rabbits to... would have been so easy to take that deer then. Just want to fill up on rabbit and the deer that we have. I'll take a look at trying to cook that ruined apparently I didn't grab any rocks. Where are you? Go. Who's just in this long grass? Turned around and ran away. Come on. Yeah, I just missed him. Getting too impatient. Is there another one around here anywhere?
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay.
I can feel my hands.
It'll be fine.
You eat trees?
So I had thought I was starting to time it quite well with this well-fed buff kicking in. And I might be out by up to a day. Lost track of the days a little bit. But just trying to get it 3 days out from this little journey. Okay, so I'm just gonna check out the food that we've got. Probably better off trying to eat these and the cattails at the moment. Just the weight to calories ratio on them, and for condition. I mean, obviously they're still probably about as light as one of these with some more calories, but I think they're okay. Okay, I probably should just start this fire now, just because of the water situation. do a leader there first. And get that one going. And let's pull. I'm happy to use the knife just at the moment. Just for that. Not going to bother to harvest the rest of that rabbit. Potable water in 17 more minutes. It's going to refuel this as much as we can. Awesome. Drink that straight away. Going to cook up that big piece of venison first. I might have mentioned I'm going to try and cook up the ruined meat just as an experiment, just to see can you actually bring that back from the brink, or is it gone? But we'll try it. I suspect it's fully gone, never to come back again. But we'll make sure we cook our good food first. Now, don't have any other things we can do. Just pick that up for the moment. That's the bigger one. An hour, 35 minutes, 37 minutes. Just a tiny bit of knife sharpening. Going to eat that straight away because we're just trying to maintain our well-fed, maintain our way to the well-fed buff. I'll try this right now. Ruined. Well, let's just see. I feel like I've done this at some point in the game and it's been fine, but eight minutes.
Feels like night is coming.
Yeah, I didn't mean to completely take that, but I need to eat it. Alright. Now, we'll get this other. There must be a small piece here too. We'll just grab whatever. Because I'm sure, dragging it across the ground wouldn't make it any more bad in its condition. I'll have to chuck some more water on shortly. So, checking the match condition, nearly down to 1 box of matches, which is the most precarious thing in a little while. I think we'll find a couple of more spots where we can get it. Well, one of the spots I definitely know we can get outdoor matches is Timberwolf Mountain. So, and I'm thinking of leaning towards going to Timberwolf Mountain before going through all of Coastal Highway to through to Desolation Point. I think we should try and get the stuff that's on that hill first. We should get there before it all disintegrates too badly. And we can easily spend a little bit of time in Timberwolf Mountain, so it's a good spot to actually hunt wolves and maybe start to work on our wolf coat as well. Got the crafting table in the Mountaineer's hut, which it does count as one of the outdoor locations, just, so we're all across that. Doesn't have a loading screen, so that's fine. Alright, let's just fast forward that. Mouldy venison. So it reckons it's 50% condition, from ruin to 50%, so I mean, there's a chance we still get food poisoning from it, from being at 50% condition, but I think it's still edible. Alright, so what do we want to do here? Alright. I'm going to drop that piece down in the snow. That might be our breakfast. Although we really should try and eat it before we go to bed, to be honest. To make sure it's fine to eat. 12 minutes, 50 minutes. Not that I'm too concerned about running out of fire materials, but we're warm. Trying to still be a little bit productive. Here, a branch, not a stick. Probably picked up a lot on the way in. We'll go that way in a minute. So again, back to 50%. 57, 38, 3. Alright. How many sticks we've got there? Probably around 20 or so. Another stick run. Right. Not a lot of, not heaps of sticks just lying around. Now, is there one up here? No. Well, you know, there's enough to make it worthwhile to come down here. Having that fire as well right now, I think it's kind of one of those scenarios where you kind of feel the temptation once it's going now to let it burn all through the night. I have to keep putting a lot of fuel on it, but I think I'm gonna let it go out, to be honest. We needed it for the water, that was for sure. I would have waited till we got to the coldest part of the night before lighting it, in normal circumstances, but because we needed that, we had some food to cook to get, you know, quite well fed, so it was worth doing it. We didn't have to sacrifice a match, and that's the danger of like letting it go out, is, you know, we've lost a match on it, we have to use another match for our next fire, and there might even have to be one in the early hours of this morning if it gets really hot in here. I think we just end up chucking so much stuff on there to make this work. And I'm just trying to get these things all done, and just about start to try and sleep through the night in shifts. If we have to get up and light another one, we just have to do that. So again, now up to 50%.
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
I don't think we'll bring all this water with us. Actually, can we cook any? What are we lowest in? Does increase our weight a little bit more though, so I'm just going to cook the water. What was our... See if we can get a okay torch out of there. No, it was garbage. Oop. Now the cold part of the night comes in, just as we're letting that burn out. That's some A-grade irony from the game. Alright, so I'm going to try eating that piece of 50% venison. Yeah, we did alright. Now we got this tiny piece. I'll just drop that to begin with. Looks like it's stabilized at around about 5 degrees in here. I might just try and sleep for maybe 2 or 3 hours in our bedroll. Maybe just 2. Alright, there we go. Okay, so still a little bit warm. 2 degrees, okay. I'll toggle this thing just to see if it is going up and down as I go in and out, but we'll try sleep for 2 more hours. Now it's -1 in here. We'll be warm in the bedroll. Not going down anymore again. 2 more hours. -4. One more hour. Now it's -5. Yeah, I still feel like we can sleep for another hour, but I'll just pass time for an hour in this case. So let me just check a couple of things. We'll just drink. Pass time for an hour. Didn't get crazy cold yet. It's coldest part of the day still. Pass time for 1 more hour. Only very slowly getting cold. Now we're getting warm again. I'm actually just going to sleep for 1 hour now. Hopefully warm up a tiny bit more, and then we'll make our way to the next cave. That's good. We didn't have to do another match. I'm not a fan of the color grade lookup table, the LUT thing that they put on for the look of the thing at this time of the day. It's really dark in these caves in a way that doesn't feel very realistic to me. We are 32 kilos. Most of it is the other things we picked up. Garbage torch anyway. Prefer the lighted stick back. Yeah, 14 sticks, 5 coal, piece of fur. I do want to keep all that. I think we just have to decide that we're going to be at least heavy for a little while. Now, just trying to figure out. I've already got 3 rabbit pelts. We would have enough for mitts. Right, now, how many? We definitely have enough hides for the pants. So we have 11 cured gut on us. It gives us 4 for the pants. Oh, we got heaps. That's good. We have enough hide to actually do the pants and the boots, and enough gut to do those as well. Now 34 kilos. Bring that to still under 35. If this well-fed bonus kicked in, we would be good. Okay. Still probably going to be quite cold out there, but I think we can get across to the next cave and be warm over there, so... Only venison. Alright, we're still rolling the dice again. on if this gives us food poisoning or not. Is one of these just still at 50? They're both at 49. 762. Okay, don't give us food poisoning. Great. Eat the last little piece of this. Yikes. She will bring that with us. I might eat it in the other cave. So that's something I really wasn't 100% sure on, was whether or not you could cook them from ruined and still eat them, but seems to work out okay. I'm pretty sure it gives you a higher dice roll of chance of food poisoning, but we managed to dodge that bullet. So I think the well-fed buff, it's meant to be 3 days, or 72 hours of being fed for, and it's definitely been longer than 2 days. So we're somewhere between that 2 days and 3 days mark right now. Pretty sure we did all this. Okay. I actually think we went and checked this thing out as well, but it's worth double checking. I'm sure it's just an empty metal container. It is an empty metal container. Hey, rabbit. We definitely have to warm up in this cave before we can think about going elsewhere. Pretty sure that was rusty and we left it ruined. Yeah, cooking those up from ruined until you've got cooking level 5 is a recipe for disaster. Pretty sure this was the cave I came into and didn't move the coal, which Pest had said I should do, and now we only have 2 pieces, so we'll drop those 2 anyway. Alright. So probably sleep for an hour to get our condition back, and even though we're not going to be very tired by the end of the day, but we might end up trying to make our way through tunnels and stuff, so I don't mind having to be up. Still cold, very foggy, and we'll now sleep for 1 more hour. And there's a well-fed buff. Yeah, so we're still slightly overweight, ironically enough. How hungry are we? Definitely want to eat that before we think about going in the next area of wolf territory. Now we're underweight. We're warm. I'll leave that coal. I don't want to be right on the edge of how overweight we are. But we'll make our move. And I think our objective is to try and get to the tunnel, cave tunnel, little passageway that takes us through to Pleasant Valley. I can't remember what it's called. And not 100% sure on exactly how I get there. I'm also taking a bit of a gamble that this fog is going to clear sooner rather than later. Because I don't really want to be trying to get through Coastal Highway in a very, very thick fog. So we had another little piece of meat still, alright. One rock. The risk of making us heavier again. This bridge is one of the coolest things in the game, I think. Like, first time you see this, it's pretty amazing sight. And then you get to the bit where it's broken. Oh boy. And once again, the sound design and the stuff they've made happen here. We should take some of our screenshots. Which is another thing I keep forgetting to do all the time. Alright. Easy, easy. And I'll admit, I still get pretty nervous doing this bit. The thing I'm most nervous about is that my mouse hand is gonna just twitch, or I get that 180-degree flip thing with my mouse all of a sudden, which sometimes happens. So the fog looks like it's clearing, which is good. Okay, so we're half cold. We were protected from the wind for a second there. Don't know which way it's coming from. pick you up. Oh, it must be so close to being heavy, it's not funny. But we're going to come back this way, so I'm going to leave all the cattails and leave the dead body there. There's cast eyeballs on it. I don't know if you can even see him from here. If I was on the bridge I could see, but I don't think there's much chance of great loot. Alright, we definitely don't have any decoys. Thankfully we're away from the really loud waterfall now. Hello, frozen corpse. Nothing. Just checking this area for, if there's a bunch of coal here, but I really should. I don't think they don't respawn out and about. I don't think. I think they're just one-offs, but I'll just put it there. I feel like occasionally something can be behind here, but maybe that's on lower difficulties. We're off for weight. Almost 35. Just checking back here. Don't think... -4. We could just about warm up in our bedroll slightly, but I think I'm gonna try to go cold. Just up here is going to be the precarious bit. There's a wolf that likes to live down here somewhere. Guards that bridge. I don't even know if this is a good tactic or not. Don't know if that makes it better or worse. There's a chance we might just have to fire off a flare if things don't go our way. Something I've not tried is if this is a viable tactic. Doesn't seem like it wants it to be for me. This might either be a good idea or a terrible idea. Especially because we're getting so cold. Alright. I think you avoid the bridge stroll that way. Seemingly. So I'll take it. Wow. So many birch right here. We're going to be heavy again. And we're about to be freezing. But we're so close to that tunnel. These guys can come and live in that tunnel and cure until they're ready. But we are definitely heavy now. We will come back through coastal highway, so Can we do this way without hurting ourselves too badly? Sounds like maybe down on the ice. Alright, this is where I've got to try and be sure I know my way. Just listening. Again, not going to get too carried away about jumping down there to check out what that guy has on him. 'Cause odds are it's not a lot. Now this is about the point where I usually start to get confused about where I am going. So I feel like there's a little almost secret pathway up the hill. I don't know if this is it. Yeah, I went too soon. Yeah, there's a deer down there we could eat, but we're running a bit late on this episode, so I'm gonna try and just get into that connection tunnel and call it the end of the episode. Oh, we're thrown backwards all of a sudden by hitting the wrong button. Look at all these indoor locations you could have gone into if you were just a normal character. Oh man, I wish we had a mag lens. Again, I think there's a slight chance that it can be in this tunnel maybe. We're already heavy. Alright, so here's maybe a little bit of a sketchy spot. We might get barked at just as soon as we come through here. So here we go. Made it reasonably uneventfully. To this thing. I didn't even look what it was called, but we're going to say leave Coastal Highway. So we'll call that the end of an episode, and we'll pick it up in the next one. Alright, see ya.